afternoon and welcome to the news update on Dominion Television Ibadan. I'm Oluwayemi Adelakun. President Bola Tinubu has held a closed-door meeting with Senate leaders at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. The delegation led by Godswill Akpabio discussed key national issues described as urgent. Other top lawmakers were also in attendance. Details of the resolutions reached were not disclosed. 6 defendants have pleaded not guilty to terrorism and coup plotting charges before the Federal High Court in Abuja. The suspects, including retired military officers and a police inspector, are accused of conspiring to wage war against the Nigerian state. The prosecution, led by Attorney General Lateef Fagbemi, also listed former Minister Atim Persiva as being at large. The defendants are further accused of failing to disclose intelligence and prevent the alleged plot. The federal government has introduced a new compensation framework for civil servants affected by workplace injuries, diseases, or death. Head of the Civil Service, D.D. Watson Jack, announced the development during the launch of the Employees Compensation Scheme Help Desk in Abuja. She said the scheme will ensure timely support for affected workplace protection across the federal civil service. Oyo State government has activated flood preparedness measures ahead of the 2026 rainy season. The Commissioner of Environment and Natural Resources, Ademola Aderito, speaking in Ibadan during World Earth Day, said early warning alert and report effort to tackle pollution, poor waste disposal, and urbanization challenges. He reaffirmed the government's commitment to a clean and sustainable environment through stricter sanitation enforcement and improved waste management. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has called for sustained legislative support to complete key projects before the end of his tenure. Speaking at the Executive Legislative Parley in Lagos, the governor commended the Lagos State House of Assembly for backing major reforms under his themes and agenda. He assured that no critical project will be abandoned and review plans to introduce a legacy and transition bill to ensure policy continuity. On the foreign scene, the government of Zambia authorities insist that deserves a state burial in Lusaka, while the family prefers a private funeral. A South African court had earlier ruled in favor of repatriation, but the family says legal efforts to challenge the decision are ongoing. The dispute stems from tensions between Lungu and current President Hakainde Hichilema. Meanwhile, South Africa's inflation edged up slightly to 3.1% in March from 3% in February. According to Statistics South Africa, monthly inflation stood at 0.6%, driven mainly by housing, utilities, food, and financial services. Education costs rose sharply, with tuition up 5.4%, while transport prices fell 1.6% year-on-year. Officials warn inflationary pressure may increase following April fuel price hikes. The United Kingdom and France have